Most travel stories tell you you'll be happy when you buy the ticket, when you take the ride, when you find happiness in the tropics or discover truth in an Italian dish in Tuscany, when you finally quit that job and go on that trip. When? When I graduated college, I climbed on a plane. I took a job overseas. I was holding on to the promise of when. In short, I became an expatriate. Expats are professional escape artists. Never all the way in, always halfway gone. Our attention spans are short and our expectations on the unrealistic side of impossible. We are world travelers, dreamers, the next big thingers, the vagrants and drunks of Hunter S. Thompson novels. We think the answers lie just over the next horizon. Planes, trains, taxis, hundreds of different towns, 1,000 different names, hustlers on the street, druggies on the corner, the madness of the train station in Zurich, the last minute overnight from Rome to Paris, the houseboat hostel in Berlin, the rush, the hallowed beaches at Normandy, Oxford in the rain, or Paris at night, Salzburg in the morning, or Santorini with the sun setting on the sea. We see it all. The plane leaving Jeddah, leaving Athens, leaving London, heading home. And like that, every trip ends. The guys who climb Everest have to come back down. The scuba tank runs out, the boat needs gas, and your flight boards in an hour. But the adventure doesn't keep its promise. And much to our own surprise, escape isn't the final answer we world travelers thought it'd be. And then you realize traveling can be like any other addiction. Do it long enough and hard enough and pretty soon it'll have you by the eyelids. When I came home, I felt empty. I'd traveled the world twice over, but it was the feeling of having done everything and accomplished nothing. Life, as it is apt to do, had moved on. And when the trip of a lifetime is over, then what? The journey is better than the inn, Cervantes said. But is it? Or are we all secretly longing to be home? This is a story of an unlikely traveler. It's about the journey, the occasional disillusionment of the quest, the search for that ever-changing horizon, the longing for that inn. Because in the end, I found out it's not about slinging beers at an Irish pub in Southeast Asia on St. Paddy's Day, or smoking hash in the Wadi in Saudi Arabia to be complete. It's not about seeing something someone else hasn't, or telling people what you've done that they only wish they had. The road is a beautiful place, but look to your passport for answers, and no matter how many stamps are in there, you'll always feel one short. I think we travel then, not to escape, but to work, to walk with purpose, to discover the great why as we find the way home. This is how it happened for me anyway. This is how I got gone.